Uganda People's Defence Forces Engineering Brigade has once again demonstrated its commitment to giving back to the community. In Masaka district, the brigade has undertaken several projects that have transformed the lives of local residents.
During the Army Week, that is Taresta celebrations, it was held in Masaka sub-region, which has got 10 districts. It is true that in each district we had symbolic projects constructing of classroom, particularly they would construct one classroom block consisting of 2 classes. That's what we could afford.
The chairperson of school management committee of this particular school, Kako. This school has been in existence for some good time now. Among the old boys of the school is Major General Kraije was here. The former Prime Minister Kintu Musoke went through this same school, and many others.
When you look at the number of schools which are there, there are very many, but the leadership of the district selected those schools which were really very bad off, and we managed to give those symbolic projects. But when you look at, you will see that a primary school needs like 7 classrooms. We have only provided 2. This is for the start, so that the other means the local governments and education can also add, because the funds, the resources we had was what we can provide. But I want to, as you know, we did the construction of those projects in only 1 month.
In their corporate social responsibility, the Uganda People's Defence Forces Engineering Brigade has been giving back to the community through various development projects.
So that's what we could afford. Yeah, the people want more projects, but what I want the leaders to also engage the Minister of Education, Minister of Local Government, to add on what we did, because that's what we could afford, because what we had to get from our own budget of the Minister of Defense to give to the community, because there was no special budget from government. It was just trying to rationalize from the little we have to give back to our people. So that's what we could afford. Maybe next time when Taresta comes there in Masaka, if the people of Masaka can lobby and for Taresta to go back, obviously we shall be able to give them some more work.
We really appreciate the work which has been done by UPDF under the engineer, the site engineer, Ms. Zawede. She supervised the work and it came out very well. All the materials which they used, I saw the material, it was the first class. I remember one day when a trip of Maram was brought to this very site, Ms. Zawede sent a trip of Maram away because it was on substandard. I really appreciated her. I wish we had such people in Uganda. We wouldn't have been with the dilapidated buildings in the area, because it is common to say building just surviving for just 1 year. Within 1 year, a building needs a repair. But this building was constructed with one heart, as if a person was constructing her or his own building. The school does appreciate, and parents and the community around, they appreciate for the good work done.
The brigade's efforts have focused on improving education and healthcare infrastructure in rural areas where access to these basic services is often limited.
My name is Nursery Edith, the head teacher, Kako Primary School. We thank the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for this building which was given to our school. In fact, we appreciated getting such a building. It is not an easy thing. So this building, it is a 2-classroom block. It was constructed by the UPDF. We very much appreciate the UPDF for the work done. In fact, the work done here at school, it is very good. When you compare this building, which has been constructed with other buildings, in fact, this building is on a very good standard, because all the materials which were brought were used up properly under the supervision of Engineer Zawedde. We thank Engineer Zawedde for that work. In fact, she supervised the work very well. And we also thank the builders, the UPDF people who did the work. In fact, the work is very good. And we hope that the population of the people is going to increase, because when we are here at school, when we are here on that day, the parents were very happy, and in fact they also appreciated His Excellency, the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for the work done. And the parents are ready to bring more children to join Kako Junior School.
One notable example is the construction of the classroom block at Kako Primary School and Kajuna Primary School in Masaka district. At Kajuna Primary School, the brigade built additional classroom block, expanding the school's capacity to accommodate more learners.
Erinnya eryange nze Nakiganda Ruth, head teacher wa Kajuna Church of Uganda Primary School. Essomero lya Kajuna Church of Uganda Primary School lisangibwa mu muluka gwe Kasaka, mu Gombola y'Ebuwunga, mu district y'e Masaka. Essomero lino liri ku musingi gwa Church of Uganda era nga lyatandikawo mu mwaka gwa 1953. Essomero liri myaka egiri mu 75 nga weeriri. Ekyamazima essomero lya Kajuna libadde mu mbeera mbi nnyo. Ebizimbe byonna nga biri mu mbeera mbi, ng'era abayizi baffe batya ebizimbe essaawa yonna okubakuba. Naye ntwala omukisa guno okwebaza eggye lya UPDF lyavuddeyo nga likuza ebijaguzo byalyo eby'omwaka ogwanamwena, ne batuzimbira ekizimbe kiriko classrooms 2 nga kigenda kuyamba abayizi ba P6 ne P7. Tubadde tuyina classrooms 3 zokka nga ate essomero lya P7. Era nebaza UPDF omulimu gw'omutukoledde, n'ensaba nti tukyayina era obuzibu kuba classrooms 2 P4 ne P5 basomera mu miti, nga nsaba obuyambi mutwongere obuyambi bakama baffe.
The quality of the works, we have maintained to ensure that the quality of the works is very good, and and we are going to maintain it the more. Even on completion, we have completed satisfactorily those projects. Except what we are witnessing is now that the big projects are spanning over different financial years, because we are now getting, we started with the small projects, but now we are getting projects which are spanning in 3 financial years. So the people, when they see a project which is ongoing, they will think that there is time, there is time lag. But now what we are doing is they are doing these works in phases, because when they are upgrading now health center 3s to health center 4s, which need a lot of massive infrastructure. So we find that now like now, if you are upgrading health center 3 to health center 4s, the project cost is around 20 billion, 30 billion. So those are being done in phases according to the time frame. Otherwise, the issue of quality, the cost effectiveness as directed by the President, His Excellency the President of Uganda, we have achieved that, we have achieved it. And we are determined to ensure that we even improve them more, to ensure quality, cost effectiveness is achieved as directed by His Excellency the President of Uganda.
Ebizimbe bibadda ng'ogyeko ebizimbe ebyatuweebwa era gavumenti ebiriko office kati, kino kyekizimbe ekirala kye tufunye nga kizimbiddwa UPDF. Era ekizimbe kino nkigoberedde mu ntandikwa yaakyo n'okutuusa ddala ku nkomerero. Ekizimbe omulimu gubadde mulungi nnyo ogukolebwa nga gukulemberwa injiniya wa abadde aguwomamu omutwe, omukyala bamuyita Zaawedde. Atukoledde omulimu mulungi nnyo, ng'ekineewuunyisa omukyala injiniya oyo yatuuka n'okugobako maramu eyali aleetebbwa nga naye tasaana. Maramu oyo ne bamuzzaayo. Nze lwe lwasooka okulaba nga maramu bamugobye, kubagenda eryo ettaka lye bateeka mu kizimbe ne baleeta ettaka ye lye yali yeetaaga, maramu gwe yali yeetaaga. N'olwekyo ate n'ababadde bakola nga bakolera ddala ekintu ekyabwe. Era tubasiimu nnyo ne tugamba ffe abamu era oba tulikola tutya omuntu okufuna abantu ng'abo aba UPDF ne bazimba ebizimbe ebirala bwe tubanga tulina chansi yonna. Bwe wabanga si be batuzimbidde naye nga tulina ekizimbe kyonna, tulina omwaganyo wonna bwe tuyinza okuba contactinga ne batuzimbira. Bwe kuba weeguli tujja kusiima nnyo okusinza ku mulimu ng'ogwakolebwa. Omulimu guno gwakolebwa bulungi era abazadde basiimu nnyo. N'essomero lya Kako Primary School wansi wa Headmistress Edith Nassali basanyuse nnyo. Kino kibadde kya kuyiga nnyo eri abatuuze nti kati ab'amagye bali be baffe. Edda omuntu yalengeranga ow'amagye n'assaako kakokola tondeka nnyuma. Naye basobola n'okukola omulimu bwe guti. Engineering Department tugisiima nnyo wansi wa Ministry of Defence. Twebaza nnyo era twebaza bwongerwa.
The new facilities have provided a conducive learning environment for learners. Sasanda Daniel, a teacher at Kajuna Church of Uganda Primary School, says the new classroom block has improved the learning experience for the learners.
Yes, my name is Sasanda Daniel, a teacher at Kajuna Primary School. We are really so happy ever since the building was commissioned on 5th February, a day that was close to the Rio Tarehe Sita Day. and a 2 classroom block was commissioned by General David Muhoz. We are really so grateful. We are really so happy to the NRM and the UPDF that our enrollment is likely to increase, because all the other days, all the other years, people were being scared about the buildings that were so, I would use the term, dilapidated. They were actually outdated and they could not accommodate pupils. Parents feared to send their children to the same school just because the buildings could crack anytime and tarnish the lives of their own children. Now that we've got a building courtesy of the UPDF, we are so impressed and we are so grateful to the NRM. All we need to say, like I teach English, that had it been possible for the UPDF officials to trek back to the school, they would have given us another building, and if chance prevails, then we'll be the happiest, because we were provided with a very strong building. Everything inside is good. The colors are attractive, but again, on the other hand, this is a regret that originally we had 4 classrooms that are being used by all the children. Remember, we have the nursery section. Now that we got a 2 classroom block, we now have 6, meaning there would be 2 necessary classrooms which cannot be provided right now, but we pray hard that if at all they can do us a favor, being one of the oldest schools in the area, then they would provide us with 2 more buildings. And again, because we hope to hold the boarding section for learners to learn well, electricity is around the place. Let the authorities concerned be able to electrify the buildings so that actually all gets done and children can access electricity. Teachers can charge their phones. Remember, we have the tellers. As we report, we have to clock in. As we leave the station, we have to clock out. So those tellers need charging, and they would need the electricity to be charged well and be free from actually. We deter from taking them long distances for charging, because anything can happen on the way. A teller can be stolen away from the head teacher or from a teacher who has taken it for charging. So if at all we could get the buildings electrified, then that could do us the best. Thank you very much to the government of Uganda. Thank you very much to the UPDF alongside our reigning president.
In addition to education, UPDF Engineering Brigade has also made significant contributions to healthcare Greater Masaka sub-region.
I'm called Mwesigwa Moses Mohammed, and I'm the senior hospital administrator for this hospital, the General Hospital. Now we are very grateful for UPDF for having constructed for us a drug store. Over many years, we have always received adequate quantities of medical supplies from national medical stores, but we have always improvised where to keep these supplies. And you know, storage is very crucial. The expiry of the drug is very crucial. The atmospheric environment of where we keep drugs is also very crucial. So we're actually not very certain whether our drugs are actually kept safe. It is by the mercy of God. First and foremost, even the storage, as in terms of space, was not enough. We used to keep in the garage. There is one of the areas where I used to keep drugs, and that is a garage for one of the medical officers' house, medical superintendent's house. We have a boardroom. These days we used not even to conduct meetings within our boardrooms because it is to act as a drug store. So we are very grateful for this achievement.
The discipline of the UPDF is very good. We emphasize on discipline, and we ensure that all those, because it is not only in those projects of Taresita, all over the country, we ensure that the discipline is very high. We don't have to compromise on discipline, and I want to ensure that our discipline will be maintained. We have zero tolerance to indiscipline in terms of how our soldiers conduct themselves, on even utilizing the resources we give them. If we send 100 bags of cement to a project, it has all to be done there. We will not hear that some of the cement has walked away from the sites. So the discipline is from the individual soldiers to the discipline on the projects, to ensure that the resources which are earmarked for the project are done, utilized on those projects.
At the Antonde Referral Hospital, the brigade constructed a modern drug and medical store, which has greatly improved the hospital's ability to store and manage medical supplies.
Just as said, and he has heard from any other area where the UPDF has operated, the quality of work, even when I'm not an engineer, but physically one can easily tell, and the quality of work was actually good and nice. Otherwise it wouldn't have been commissioned if it wasn't nice. PDF staff would always come here to assess and see the level of completion until when it was completed, and they came and commissioned. UPDF does not commission half-baked things or projects. As a senior hospital admin, this drugstore is still not enough. It is not enough, but within our budget, actually this financial year, actually this quarter of the financial 24-25, we have it in our plans, and there is one of the buildings we want to refurbish and make it work as a store. Over 35 million is being earmarked for that project.
The community and local leaders have expressed their heartfelt gratitude to the UPDF Engineering Brigade for these projects.
May just God bless you. And then our request is to say that in case any government program comes in, we request the Ministry of Defense to see that at least those people are connected to us, to see that other buildings can be made by the same people. We have a belief and confidence in those people. UPDF Engineering Department, we thank them for the work well done.
A general hospital, of course, is a referral hospital for these other lower health facilities, and it is also a referral hospital for these other hospitals or health center force in the district where they don't have a general hospital. So currently we serve, now we receive patients from our health facilities, the 17 health facilities to here, and we also receive patients from the sides of Lakai, from Owengo, from Sembabule, part of Isinjiro. Actually all our neighboring districts, including Chirhula, all those districts I've talked about don't have hospitals, apart from Lakai, but the distance for some of the patients from there to Lakai becomes bigger or longer, so they decide to come here. Isinjiro, they come here. Have a very big number of patients. Actually, let me also take this opportunity to inform all those concerned that the budget for medicine should also be enhanced. It was previously enhanced, but we need an extra increment because We received too many patients. And if it is by will of God, this would even be a regional referral hospital. From here to Masaka is very far, from here to Malala is very far. If it was okay with the government, and if it was within its means, then we would have a regional referral hospital here in the Antonde. To the President of the Republic of Uganda, for this corporate social responsibility. It is not for every organization to come and do anything or something, but within their means, they thought of Lyantonde, they thought of Lyantonde having issues. So I thank them for having come and fixed some of these issues, and also request them to come again and look into what we miss, what we don't have, and work and fix those issues. I also request that the way they had talked of coming and enlarging our emergency, we will be very grateful to receive them, and we shall give them the necessary cooperation we gave them when they are building this young store. To the ministry where I belong, I thank them for the wonderful work we have done. The PAs, supervisors, ministers, once again the President of the Republic of Uganda, for enhancing our budget for the drugs, 2, for enhancing our budget for PHC, but also to inform them that the PHC cannot do all. PHC cannot build houses for staffs. PHC cannot work on the mortuary, which is too expensive. So I request them to look into Lyantonde in particular, because Lyantonde is in a highway. Lyantonde needs a lot.
My message is to the general public and all the people of Uganda to trust the Engineers Brigade, to trust the UPDF, that the UPDF is there to serve the people of Uganda, and for Engineers Brigade to give the best quality services to the people in terms of infrastructure, in terms of quality works, and to you, for the UPDF personnel, to make sure that they maintain discipline in terms of financial management, in terms of the quality of works exhibited, and you obviously the personnel, you want to make sure that you build your legacy. Even when you retire, people will be hunting for you in your private practice to do works in your private time. So here you are building your career, so that now when you retire, even when we are out there, we are able to serve the public. So I want to assure the people of Uganda, the ministries where we are working, that we are more than determined to ensure that even for the new projects you give us, we have the capacity to do all the works you give us. Thank you very much.
As the Uganda People's Defence Forces Engineering Brigade continues to give back to the community, their effort serves as a shining example of the positive impact that can be achieved when institutions and individuals work together to make a difference.